As the Loptef Sea, once known as the nursery of sea ice, loses its ice-forming capability, and as Greenland's ice sheet, the world's second largest, is declared irreversibly melted, the timeline for the polar ice caps to regulate Earth's temperature has irrevocably crossed the point of no return. Unfortunately, this descent seems far from over, as we find ourselves far from the deepest abyss, despite thinking we have hit rock bottom. Climate events on Earth are interlinked and causal, where the collapse of one precipitates the fall of another. Tragically, this progression is not linear but occurs across multiple fronts, synchronously and accelerating towards an endgame for Earth's climate. 2 primary dominoes. 1. Rising sea levels. Scenario of rising sea levels, floods coastal cities. Increases climate refugees. Escalates food crises. Strains medical resources. Intensifies conflicts over energy, water, and territory. Disrupts maritime systems. Devastates global supply chains. Drives a prolonged global economic depression. Contaminant release in flooded areas. Intensifies chemical disasters in oceans. Accelerates ocean acidification and warming. Massive marine life die-offs. Mutates marine species. Collapses marine ecosystems. Turns oceans into no-go zones for all life. 2. Instability of water and ice. Massachusetts. Scenario of unstable water/ice mass. Melting ice disrupts global water distribution. Differences in sea water volumes at different latitudes due to Earth's rotation enlarge. Ocean and atmospheric currents become chaotic. Earth's rotation alters. Speed of magnetic pole shift increases. Mantle movements become irregular. Escalates the scale of crust movements. Increases large volcanic, earthquake, and tsunami activities. Disturbs Earth's gravitational fields. Exacerbates axial tilt. Risks ejecting Earth from its orbital path. Plan to mitigate polar ice melting. Focus of the Polar Ice Melting Mitigation Plan. 1. Large-scale removal and conversion of carbon pollution in polar atmospheres, ice, and seawater. 2. Reinforce magnetic anchoring at the poles to slow and correct axial drift. Magnetisch pole/N. 1. Deep sea deployment. At the geographic North Pole, 36 EQT0 electricity-stable magnetic modules will be deployed. 2. Polar circumnavigation. 6 icebreaker ships will circle the pole, each equipped with an enhanced CRCS carbon removal conversion system. Speed, 6 nautical miles per hour, with 24-hour operations in 2 cruise shifts. Circumference radius, 18 nautical miles. Direction of travel, clockwise rotation. Geographical pole/S1. Coastal deployment. Along the Antarctic coast, deploy 36 CRCS-0 electricity carbon removal modules. 2. Fixed placement. At the South Magnetic Pole, 98 EQT-0 electricity stable magnetic modules will be buried. Placement method. Divided into 7 layers, with a 1.8 meter gap between each layer, and 14 modules per layer. Array configuration, equilateral triangle, oriented towards the South Magnetic Pole. Pit depth, 17 meters. Water and ice, 2 forms of the same substance, represent the interplay and exchange akin to yin and yang, providing stability and support to life and climate. An imbalance or misplacement of these elements leads to the breakdown of Earth's ecological and gravitational systems. Urgent intervention with innovative technologies is necessary to counteract the current climate domino effect, where taking action is more critical than predicting outcomes.